I got a lot of energy. We'll have a lot of fun doing training camp, especially OTAs.
We'll start off on a good note. Did Thomas Davis convince you to come here after that hit last year?
You know what? I got a lot of respect for Big Davis, man. His story, what he went through. Even if a guy like that hits you off guard, man, you got to just smile. You know, you got hit by Thomas Davis. So, but man, he was the first one to come apologize to me after the game. I love Thomas, man. Like I said, mad respect for that guy. What he's overcome from an injury standpoint, him playing at the level that he's playing at the age that he is, it speaks how much he loves this game and the passion that he has for this game. And it's something I play with. I'm a passionate guy, and I can see and I can tell those type of guys.
What was this process like for you? It sounds like you had at least you had a good handful of teams calling you up.
Yeah. I'm not no double digit money guy, you know, from a single standpoint. But I had a lot of teams, like I said, were interested in me. What I bring to the table as far as just my physical style of play for a receiver, my ability to go play special teams, my ability to get out and play all three receiver positions, the X, the Z, and the slot. A lot of teams see interest in it, but just overall, from the community, the team, the locker room, the style of play, which the Panthers, they do. They're a physical team. I thought that this organization was the best one for me, the best fit. So it seemed like it's working out, man, and I'm excited to be here, man. You know, your special team coordinator, T-Mac, he's the one who taught me, and he gave me kind of the green light at LSU when I wasn't playing, how to play special teams. And like I said, really because of that man right there, he created a niche for me, an opportunity so I can provide for my family.
Where were you at that point in your career at LSU when that happened?
So, coming into the school, I was one of the top, rated guys coming in. And just, the style of offense we had, I'm the famous guy that got benched by Odell Beckham in college, as well as Jarvis Landry. But my senior year is when Coach McGahee got there, I was having a hard time touch the field. We didn't have a lot of wide sets, and just obviously we had some talent behind me. And, he just told me, he said, Russell, if you really believe in the special team stuff with your athletic ability and your mindset, you can be a really good special team player at the next level, And like I said, I took that really into consideration coming into the league, and it just took off, man. Like I said, playing special teams at Tampa Bay the last 4 years has enabled me and gave me the opportunity to develop from a receiver standpoint. And with the injuries, unfortunately, we had to Cecil Shorts, Vincent Jackson, and Lewis Murphy recovering from ACL the year before, I was able to really take advantage of the opportunity. So
what are you? Are you a special teams player? Are you a receiver?
I'm a football player. I'm going to be one of the best football players for this team and in this NFL. Like I said, I'm the guy that's going to score a touchdown for you and still go cover the kick. I'm a guy that's going to uplift a teammate throughout hard times, off the field, on the field. I'm a guy that's I've been through a lot to get to this point. It's surreal, but I'm a very humble guy. I'm an energetic guy, and I love people. So I honestly think that it's all going to work out for the best.
You had a chance to meet with Lance Taylor and Jericho Cotchery yet, and what were your impressions?
Craftsman. I think for where I'm at in my career, like I said, special teams has been a huge body of work for me, but this organization, this coaching staff, this front office, they see the growth and the potential for me at receiver. And those two guys right there, man, I think they can do dividends as far as taking me to the next level as far as development. I'm a guy that, let's be honest, I haven't caught a lot of balls throughout my career. I'm a guy that really hasn't played a lot of offense, really since my sophomore year at LSU. But my style of play and what I bring to the table, man, I feel like you don't find too many guys that can do it. And I'm just ready to just keep the pounding thing alive.
You still have the trucking company?
Yeah. So me and my father, we started a trucking company my freshman year, my rookie year, and it's paid off, man. It's Shep Boys Trucking, so I take pride in dirt, sand, and gravel. Made a lot of money off of it. So.
Were you playing teams at LSU when you and Thomas had that talk?
My senior year, I didn't play teams at LSU until my senior year. Usually when you go to a school, especially being the type of recruit I am, it works backwards. You play less early on and you play more later on. With me, I played more early on, I played less. So, like I said, it was my senior year. He got there, and he had a lot of talented guys, even on teams. And just for him to just try to give me a little hope, a little, motivation, man. like I said, you don't know what those small talks or just somebody just telling you to keep your head up will do for you down the road. And like I said, I was a guy that my last year I caught 6 balls at LSU, and now I'm going on year 5. So I really appreciate him, and like I said, he's a big part of why I'm here. And I look forward to showing that he was right. I'd be a great addition to this team.
Do you mind being the guy who's benched for Odell and Jarvis?
You know what? I don't mind because I love them. They're like my little brothers, and I honestly think that those 2 guys, they would be one of the best. It'd be some of the best. Not everyone can say that they played with possibly 3, 4 Hall of Famers in college. From the Patrick Petersons, you know what I'm saying, from a guy like a Tyrann Mathieu, from a guy like Odell Beckham, from a guy like a Jarvis, a guy like a Trey Turner. You know, I can name all the talented guys I've played with, and that's a part of the reason why I am who I am. Part of the reason why Trey Turner is who he is, why those guys, you know, T-Mac at LSU, coach, created a culture, and we're going to compete. When you play with that many talented guys on one team, you got to make it, you know what I'm saying? And it's kind of what LSU has kind of installed in me is go out there and compete like it's no tomorrow. It's my son out there too, y'all. I'm sorry. You see, he's loud too, so he got a lot of energy, man. His name is Moses. So Moses. You know, me and my mom, you know, his mom been picking that name the last 3 years, so she didn't tell nobody. But it's a strong, powerful name. It's a leader name. I just think that it is fit with him.
How was he?
10 months. He's walking. He's talking a little bit, peeing in the potty. This number two in the potty, so he's a little better. He's better at life than I am right now, so he's a pretty cool guy. You know, catching bottles. Catching
You're
bottles.
one and only
Say it again.
child.
Yes, yeah, he's 10 months, so he's the first one. I plan on having a basketball team by the time it's done, but that's my first one, man.
Russell, did you ever have that kind of what if stuff at LSU if you'd gone to it? I'm sure, like you said, you had your choice of schools.
Yeah. No, definitely. I mean, I'm a very loyal guy, and when it wasn't going good for me at LSU, I think I could have easily left and had success elsewhere. But I'm a loyal guy, man, and I feel that for the good or bad, everything it continues growth. And while I was at that university, man, like I said, the culture, my mentality, the way I play football. That was the biggest gift outside of my wife and my education that the university, you know, helped me get. But, man, like I said, I'm at this point now because of my mindset, and I've always had the God-given talent. It was just buying time to develop and creating a certain mindset where you never would be determined. I mean, won't be denied. And being an undrafted guy, you know, all the time it doesn't work out for you. So you just got to be able to just withstand the waves.
You stayed in touch with Odell?
Yeah, man. You know, he was just down for. I had an event, Super Bowl weekend, and my nonprofit. I just started my nonprofit, the Shepard Family Foundation, and we've done a few things throughout the year. And we this past year, we donated 500 turkeys in the inner city of Houston. Back in Tampa this past year, I donated 1,000 diaper drive to some schools and some less fortunate families. And we did a bowling event for mental health awareness for Super Bowl event. And all those guys came down and supported me, man. So, you know, they came down for my wedding. We really like family, and I work with them in the off season, and we talk all the time.
You didn't go to your hometown for the Super Bowl?
I was in Houston. Yeah. That's what. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I was there. I didn't go to the game. I wanted to play in the game, but I was there.
How often you ask coaches to throw the ball?
See, I just bought me a jug machine at home. So in the past, I used to have them, you know, throw me. I usually catch anywhere from 200 to about 300 balls a day, especially being a guy that's trying to play catch up with the developmental phase, and not guaranteed the reps, you know, on game day that a first-round pick or that a big free agent would get. So I try to make I practice hard. I'm a very hard practice, you know. That's the only way you're going to get better. And in the off-season, I take advantage of it. I catch a lot of balls. I work a lot of route sessions. I try to just make up for, like I said, the lack of opportunities in the past. But my jug machine, man, I got it probably about 3 weeks ago. I'm almost at 4,000 balls, man. So it's kind of like my wife. When she wants to work out, she'll squat and shoot me about 100 balls. Every ball she shoots, she take a squat. So it works out for the best.
Throwing the ball. Like,
oh, you talking about throwing? Oh, look.
Yeah.
Check this out, man. I'm the best quarterback to never throw a football in LSU history, man. That's the joke I have. But at the same time, yeah, it's something that, I mean, I still alive. I still got the arm. If you ask some other people, they probably he ain't got the arm, but I think I got it.
So who's the best quarterback turned wide receiver, you or Joe Webb?
You know what? Joe actually played quarterback in college in the league. Joe threw touchdowns in the league, so I'm going to give it to Joe. But one thing, I have a lot of respect for Joe. Joe's a football player, and Joe's a very savvy and very smart football player. And, Joe is similar to my situation, whether it's quarterback, receiver, special teams. He hasn't had enough reps at any one of those positions to really technically be on a 53-man roster year in and year out. But it just shows to you that savviness. It shows you that he's a very smart guy, and it shows you like when you're a well-rounded guy in this league, you can create more opportunities for yourself because you can do more things. And like I said, a guy like him is a guy that I look up to coming into this league because myself, I'm trying to find a way to stick around. I'm not a first-round pick. They ain't know if I was a DB. They ain't know if I was a receiver. When I was a receiver, I was a special team guy. And just this year, like I said, with injuries and things like that, in situations I was able to develop and gain some respect from the receiver aspect of things.
I imagine he's in the building. Have you met Charles Johnson, the receiver?
I haven't met, I just got here. So, like I said, I haven't met everyone, but I've gotten to meet some people. Some.